Spaceflight Simulator is a game where people can live out their fantasies by driving a rocket or, just absolutely making it spin out of control like I did here. So since I'm a man, I'm going to be doing this on realistic, the hardest difficulty known to spaceflight simulators kind. Now, what makes this so challenging? It's a one-to-one scale. I'll explain more later. So I have two goals for this entire series. Get to Mars and create an international space station or just a space station. Okay, so don't get mad at me in the comments. I'm only using infinite build area and part clipping as the cheats that I have enabled. Every episode, I will show you my cheats tab so you believe me and I'm not cheating. So first things first, we're gonna get a satellite into orbit as our first goal. Okay, so there we go. We got everything worked out. So now we just have to launch this. So as I launch it, you're gonna be noticing a couple of things. In the car, in the bottom of my screen, right next to the height, you will see an rocket angle meter or whatever it's called, SAS. It shows me the best angle to get into orbit. The velocity just shows me how fast I'm going, and RCS is just like helping me move around in space. On the side, around on your right side, there's my different like stages, I guess, which allow me to um like get into orbit and all that. Like allow me to do things automatically, which without having to like press them one at a time. So kind of like how I'm doing here. Our apoapsis is 100,000, reaching 170. Apoapsis is like the highest point, and periapsis is the lowest point. Just to let you guys know. So eventually, I'm gonna have to like get it at an angle so it eventually gets into orbit quicker. And let me if I messed up. I messed this up really badly, so I have to kind of One good thing about realistic mode is, hey, this times 5 speed, so that's fun. Okay, there we go. We just have to we have to get interference because there's no aerodynamics in space. There's no air resistance, so it doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, I messed up here, and I realized later on why it happened. It's because the boosters were still on. So the boosters just like boosted it into the rocket, destroying it. So I had to redo it. So while I'm doing this, it's a good time to explain what a one-to-one scale is in this game. So imagine you like on the Earth, okay? Take yourself compared to the Earth, the size of you compared to the Earth. Now, think about that, but in game. So, like, let's say we made a completely accurate height model of you, like the height was completely accurate. If you put it on that planet on Earth, it'd be the same exact size instead of being 1/20th or 1/10th of the scale. It's a 1-to-1 replica size of the Earth. So eventually, if I do this correctly, I will get into orbit and oh my god, I did it. It's just barely any fuel remaining. I just want to make sure it goes out at the same time. There we go. Not the best looking satellite, but it's something. Okay, wait, let me destroy this other part because I don't like to have any like uncontrollable rockets in space. We're gonna name it let me think. I feel like steelbread's a good I feel like steelbread's good. Okay, so now that that's done, just gonna have fun, and we're also gonna try and get a bunch of achievements. So the entire goal of this series is to get every single achievement is to get every single achievement in the game. So that includes high orbit, low orbit, landing on the moon. Like it's gonna be very, very painful. Us making sure the orbit doesn't like get into the atmosphere. You gotta respect how big I am compared to the Earth. And I also had a voice crack while recording this. Okay, so now I'm just gonna mess around a bit and we're gonna make a better rocket that can get me into orbit and get me back down from orbit. Okay, so now that I'm back here, I'm gonna have to like make a new rocket that also has some engines, kind of like the one I have right now. So I do have to delete the satellite. Let me. Okay, I'm just gonna delete all of this. Oh, we forgot the RCS. Okay, so we're gonna get one of those engines in and do a heat shield because we don't want this thing burning up in the atmosphere. And there. So that's the rocket we have. That's what we need. I'm gonna add another one just to help slow it down a bit more. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so there we go. We got orbit. So now I'm just gonna like let it speed up for a bit, and then I'm gonna bring it back down so we can get the achievement for reaching low Earth orbit. So yeah, I'll be right back. Or I don't know why I said that. I'm still gonna be here. So now that I've started up a bit, I'm gonna move it to the axis here, so that way I can like get the apple axis into the Earth because that way I'm like heading into the Earth, so my orbit brings me down into the Earth. I felt like a person making their essay sound as intellectual as possible while also doing nothing to make it sound intellectual other than repeating words. Okay, yeah. I'm kind of just I'm gonna bring it down. So that was the fairy axis I brought down instead of the apple axis, but it's fine because it still worked. And we like line it up so that way it absorbs the heat. So this is why we added the heat shield because re-entry is actually really annoying since it can like it like makes you burn up in the atmosphere. I'm setting this to 5 so it's quicker. But you see, there. You could hear um you could hear the stuff like you could hear the rest of the body burning up, and I just got incredibly lucky with my capsule not burning up. Now it looks like a triangular square. Okay, I bet my pilots are dead. I will say they're probably dead. So now we're heading down into the land. So now that this is over, I'm probably gonna end the episode right here because I want to keep these episodes short since I don't feel like editing much because my editing skills suck buns. Everyone knows that. Okay, so now that it's down, why is it floating? Okay, there. Wait, we didn't. How did we not reach low Earth orbit? You know what? Doesn't even matter because I'm just gonna be doing this tomorrow. Yeah, so we have to reach high Earth and low Earth orbit. So I'm gonna do this later tomorrow. Yeah, bye guys.